This week is Shabbos Chazon, and the Oheiv Yisroel, the Apter says that Parshas Chazon is the highest Shabbos of the year. And he explains that the halacha is that when a man is about to go on a long journey, he has to be close and show affection to his wife, because at that time the longing is the greatest. When we're about to separate, the love, which was always there but perhaps dormant, comes out and expresses itself in the form of longing and missing. And therefore a person has to take advantage of that closeness at that time. Said the Apter, at the time, the Shabbos right before the Churban, where Klal Yisrael and Hashem are going to separate for a long journey that spanned the entire Gullus. This is the time that the longing and the closeness is the greatest. And in the Shabbos before that separation, that's when we're able to feel it and tap into it tangibly. And it's the greatest Shabbos of the year. I heard a story. To me, it was a new story this week. A Chashav Rav told me that he heard many years ago from my great-grandfather, the Rebbe of Milwaukee, the following story about his father-in-law, the Kedushas Tzion of Bobov. My great-grandfather was describing the Kedushas Tzion's ability to be mashpia and to effect change in his bachrim. Kedushas Tzion had a yeshiva with many bachrim. One time the Kedushas Tzion was going to travel to a city and spend time there. And in his yeshiva he had a bacher that was from that city. But this bacher was having a yerida, was declining spiritually. He was reading outside literature, which at that time was a very dangerous thing spiritually. He wasn't doing well. Kedushas Tzion called the boy in and he said to him, I'm about to travel to your town. And there's no question that your father is going to come in and ask me, how's my son doing? What do you want me to tell him? To tell him the truth will cause him tremendous pain and anguish. To lie to him? The Kedushas Tzion picked up his beard and he said, this white beard has not yet said a lie. And then the Kedushas Tzion started to cry. And the boy started to cry. And after that, the boy did a complete turnaround, became a different person. And when I heard this story, I thought to myself, this is Tisha B'Av. Every year, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes to Klal Yisroel and speaks to them in their neshama. And he says to him, another year went by and the Beis HaMikdash wasn't rebuilt, Mashiach didn't come, because the Makatragim are saying that you're not worthy of the Geula. What do you want me to say? To lie that you are worthy? I don't lie. And then Hashem starts to cry. And every Jew who hears that cry starts to cry with Hashem. And that crying, if it emanates from the depths of our hearts, causes us to turn around and in the coming year build another row of bricks in the Beis HaMikdash. And when that cry comes from the very deepest place, it will bring Mashiach. We should all be zeicha to complete Geula and Nechama. Me'er v'yameinu amen.